and welcome back to the show. I'm Momi Mae, and I'm honored to have our guest, Hannah Bernard, the Executive Director and co-founder of Hawaii Wildlife Fund. Welcome to Maui Youth Now, Hannah.
Thank you.
So to start off, how long have you been with this organization and its mission?
We started in '96, so 23 years.
What activities does your organization have?
We do all kinds of conservation work focused on the ocean. So our mission is to help protect and recover Hawaii's native wildlife, especially focused on marine wildlife. So that means educating people about them and their needs for wildlife in the ocean: dolphins, whales, turtles, fish, all the ia, all the marine life. And we do research, and we do actual physical protection. So we teach people how to behave around animals so they don't invade their space.
So why do you think it's important to do that?
We found that we have so many more of us in the water now than we used to. We have 9 million visitors a year coming to Hawaii now, and several million of them at least are going in the ocean. So there's a lot more people around than there used to be. So the animals need a little bit of support. They need a little help so we don't love them to death.
So how do you define an environmental activist?
So an environmental activist, in my opinion, is one who does actual work to help protect the environment, whether it's going out and picking up marine debris off the beach, or sitting watch over a sea turtle nest, or watching over a sleeping monk seal, or fighting for the right to have appropriate stream flow back into the stream so one can grow kalo. That's all environmental activism to me.
So do you consider yourself one?
I am. I'm also a scientist. I was trained as a marine biologist, and so I've got that as my foundation. But really what I do primarily, I would say, is probably environmental education and activism.
Do you think more people need to be intrigued by this?
I think what we're seeing right now is a pretty significant movement for that direction, because our planet's in trouble. We have a significantly sick ocean, and as those of us who live here in Hawaii know, the reefs are not in the best shape anymore. And so we need to get more people active doing things to help make a difference. So I think it's growing. I'm seeing a lot more people aware, a lot more people are caring than ever before, which is a good thing.
So what motivated you to do this?
So I guess what motivated me was I fell in love with the ocean. When I was a kid, I grew up on the coast in a little beach town called Pacifica, just south of San Francisco, and I got to fall in love with the ocean that way. So something happened that really affected me when I was 14, and it was the same year that the official Earth Day was started in 1970. So now everybody knows my age. There were 2 oil tankers that collided outside the mouth of the Golden Gate Bridge at San Francisco, and they oiled our beaches, and the birds were all washing up, dying. And so I actually was deeply impacted, and I couldn't believe myself. I actually hitchhiked down to the beach to go and help clean up and help these oiled animals, because I just had to go. I was called.
So are there any stories about exciting moments that made you feel like you had to do this?
So that was one of them, just being empowered by wanting to help clean up a problem in the ocean. And then probably some of the other ones have been being able to be in the water with whales, doing research and leading trips and expeditions to help people understand them, being in the water with marine life. I've had so many extraordinary experiences. I honestly don't even have a count of how many, but getting to be close to whales and sharks and dolphins and turtles and fish of all kinds. There have been so many where I've actually felt like I've had that so-called peak experience, where animals have sort of looked right into your soul and just been in the right place at the right time, that they're innumerable.
So what education do you have, and how is it important to your work?
I have a degree in marine biology and limnology, and I've been working in this field for 37 years, so a significant amount of field experience. And I've done a a fair amount of amazing things that most people have to have advanced degrees to be able to do, but I'm one of those people who was working and raising my little ones when I was in college. And so I ended up going to work right away in the field and have sort of essentially been working at a pretty high level ever since. I'm very lucky, and I would encourage everyone who's interested in marine biology to absolutely go for advanced degrees. However, you shouldn't let that stop you. If you love the ocean and you want to work in the ocean, you just follow that path, follow that passion to be in the ocean and take care of the ocean, learn about the ocean, and love the ocean.
So what drove you to do marine biology?
I would guess that I'm very much empowered by what the ocean has given me. I've been given so many incredible gifts, so many experiences. It's very spiritual. And so what happened for me was I got to go into the ocean and become who I am, and used to go into the ocean to be healed even. And now what I'm seeing is the ocean needs us. So I feel very much like it's time for us to take care of the ocean.
So why did you want to do this work on Maui?
Well, I came to Maui about 30 years ago for a visit with my family, and was just called, just deeply, deeply called. I just fell madly in love, and it took another year or so to get my affairs in order and set ourselves in motion to move out here. So I raised my 2 sons here, and now we also have a granddaughter here living on Maui. So I'm very much at home on Maui. Maui is my home.
So how does these problems impact Hawaii differently from other places?
So because we are an island, and we're in the middle of the biggest, deepest, widest ocean on the planet, we are super vulnerable, and we feel the impacts of what we humans are doing much faster than people who live in continental land masses do. The impacts to the ocean are right now. What we do right upslope, you'll see it tomorrow, if not sooner. And so it's that orientation of thinking like an island, living on an island. We have to think like Hawaiian style, mauka, makai. Whatever we do on land eventually will affect the ocean.
So has there been anything big recently that's made a huge impact?
Positively or negatively, or
Either way.
My life? Well, I guess one of the biggest impacts for me is seeing these heat waves rolling through our ocean, and now we've had a significant amount of our reefs die here in Hawaii. So in some places it's 50%, in some places it's close to 90%. So that has deeply affected me, and it's causing me so much concern for the future that I'm even more activated than ever, and also very concerned about the plastic pollution in the ocean, because there's plastics in the deepest part of the ocean all the way to the shoreline everywhere. And I'm very concerned for the health of our planet. If our ocean dies, we all will go, not too soon after.
Well, thanks for joining us here. It's been great. We hope this inspires you to also take action. You can catch us weekdays at 4:30 p.m. on Akaku 55 Blue and on Vimeo and YouTube. Ahui ho, malama pono.